and foremost, we are just 2 weeks away from our next special event, RWF Rocktoberfest. That will happen on Saturday, October the 17th, and it will feature one hell of an awesome main event, where we will have, for the very first time here in the RWF, the Elimination Beer Tent match. What is the Elimination Beer Tent? Well, it's very simple. We will have 6 combatants to take the ring. Out around the ring will be a huge structure with 4 different pods in it. We will start the match with 2 combatants, and then every few minutes or so, a pod will open, putting in another person into the match. We will continue to do that, and they will continue to eliminate each other via pinfall or submission until the last man is standing, and that person will be the RWF champion when that night is over. So to start things off, we're doing a little bit of a preparing for that Elimination Beer Tent match. We will take 3 of the combatants and put them up against 3 of the other combatants. So tonight, Bags, Brian, and Decker will be taking on the team of Puck, Gene, and L. Scott Roberto Shaw. This will be a 3-man tag team match. The winning team will move over into the winner's bracket and will take a triple threat match to see who enters the Elimination Beer Tent last. The losing team from tonight will also enter a triple threat match aired next week, where they will enter a triple threat match where the loser will be the first. As a matter of fact, the 2 losers of the triple threat match will be numbers 1 and 2 in the Elimination Beer Tent. So obviously a reason to work together tonight. Let's see how things go as the superstars are in the ring, and we are starting triple threat tag team action right now. The bell has rung, and it's going to be Bags and Puck starting things off this evening. Again, this triple threat tag team, 3-man tag team rules. And remember, as I said a bit ago, how this is going to work is the winning team of 3 will face each other in a triple threat match to see who comes in the Elimination Beer Tent at number 6. That will obviously give them the best odds in the match. The losing team tonight, well, they're going to go in their own triple threat match, and they're going to have to fight for who comes in at number 1 and number 2. Obviously, you don't want to be in one of those 2 spots. So definitely a reason to work together tonight as Puck puts a backbreaker on Bags, the RWF champion, by the way, who will have to defend his title in that Elimination Beer Tent, which means Bags doesn't even have to be involved in the decision. He could be the first one in, and he could be the first one pinned. That's how this could go on Saturday, October 17th at RWF Rocktoberfest. As Bags gets thrown into the opponent's corner, and looks like Gene is going to now take over in this match. Gene and Puck with a little tag team work. Nice little backflip in tandem. Those 2 once upon a time shared an office together, as it looks like Decker is going to take the tag. The newcomer to 95.7 The Rock. Putting the screws to the boss lady, as Gene going to try to drag Decker back over to their corner. Nice little flip and then a kick to the back. Later on this evening, we will have the debut of Ring Boy, who is making he made his debut last week. He showed up in a match between Bags and Brian. As Gene with a hell of a maneuver there. He showed up in the middle of a match between Bags and Brian, distracting the RWF champion Bags, and that little bit of a distraction may have cost him the match last week against Brian. So you got to believe that that Bags has got a little bone to pick with Ring Boy at some point. But Ring Boy this evening, in his very first match here in the RWF, will be taking on Billy Doc Niles for the Rock Foundation Championship. So a newcomer to the RWF takes an open challenge from Billy Doc Niles. And he'll be facing the champ for that RWF Rock Foundation Championship later on this evening. Again, triple threat 3-man tag team action continues as Puck flipping Decker down to the mat. Then a big knee to the face. That is a huge knee coming from Puck, but we know Puck's knees aren't that great, so that probably hurt Puck just about as bad, if not worse, than it hurt Decker. Why he would do something like that is beyond me, but Puck with that big knee to the gut again. That is bone-on-bone knees coming from Puck. There is no cartilage in those knees whatsoever. As he takes a little Little tag team maneuver with Puck and Gene have been working extremely well tonight. L. Scott Roberto Shaw just sort of sitting there and enjoying the action, as Gene will now climb the middle ropes and drop an elbow on Decker. Puck and Gene definitely able to work together. They've shown so very often in the past. So maybe that's going to give this team a little advantage coming in. Maybe they'll be in the winners bracket, the winners triple threat match, which again will take place on RWF television next week. Decker finally getting out of that maneuver with a nice little flip. And then are we finally going to see a tag? Decker needs to get out of there. It looks like he's going to tag the RWF champion Bags, who's going to come back into the ring. Nice little tag team action from those two, the afternoon and the night guy. Taking it to Gene from the morning sickness. As Bags, the RWF champion, looks like he's going to get a little springboard action off the ropes here. Is that what he's calling Gene to his feet? I don't know why Puck doesn't just push him off here. Referee keeping a close eye on things, trying to keep this a clean match. Bags with a little showboating. He's been known to do that from time to time. He's such a show-off. But you know what? That Bags guy, I can't shake it. He's a handsome fella. It's like Bags going to try another springboard maneuver off that top rope and hits Gene with a nice knee. The RWF champions definitely got to show some dominance in these upcoming matches. He definitely does not want to be the first in the ring. Remember, RWF champion Bags, his title is on the line in that Elimination beer tent, which will happen on October 17th at RWF Rocktoberfest. He definitely doesn't want to be in at number 1 or number 2. He would definitely love to have his team win this match and then move on to the winners triple threat match next week and fight for that shot at coming in at number 6 in the Elimination beer tent. That is the spot everybody wants. That is the last position in, and statistically the highest odds of taking home that title. He has held that title since our very first event here in the RWF. He has defended it 3 times, twice successfully against Puck, and then once in a triple threat match against both Puck and Gene. As Bags taking drop kick after drop kick from Puck. These two have had a long, storied rivalry. Bags and Puck have been at each other. A deep 6. Puck hits Bags with a deep 6. Those two have a long storied history. Title match after title match. Puck has come up on the short end of both of those opportunities, but not without taking his pound of flesh from Bags. And Bags needs to get out of here and get a tag, as it looks like Puck is setting up for the slap shot. Puck hitting Bags with the slap shot, middle of the ring. Are we going to get a cover here? Puck with a cover. Referee taking his damn sweet time. 1, and nothing doing. As just about everybody in the ring getting in on the action now. As L. Scott Roberto Shaw tried to pick a fight with Decker, but Decker is 3 times the size of L. Scott Roberto Shaw. So I don't know what the hell Shaw was thinking. As Bags got a nice little arm breaker there. That was an excellent reversal. Gene over in the corner. She's got to wait there. She's got to await that tag coming from Puck. As Decker will now climb the ropes back up and move back into position. Bags with a nice little flip takedown. He's been in that ring for a long time. The RWF champion has got to get out of here. I know he wants to be a part of his team winning, but if he wants to do that, he's got to tag out. And he tags in Brian, surprisingly. Those two have had it out over the course of the last couple of weeks. Simpson taking the better part of that, by the way, too. Simpson beating the RWF champion Bags via countout. And then again last week by pinfall, thanks to a little extracurricular activity from the big boss man Ring Boy, as he made his debut here in the RWF. And Brian hammering down on that knee from Puck. The bad knee from Puck is definitely going to be a target in this match and for all these matches to come. As Brian climbing into the high rent district, what are we going to see here? Coaxing Puck to his feet. And holy frijoles, what a missile drop kick from the top rope. Brian flashing off what little athleticism he has. I'm surprised he could even pull off a maneuver from that, as Puck with a big belly-to-belly suplex. That was a hell of a missile drop kick from Brian, but not enough to keep the big man Puck down. Puck throwing him into his team's corner and finally going to get a tag. And L. Scott Roberto Shaw coming into this match for the first time. Referee distracted. We get a little double team action as Puck and L. Scott Roberto Shaw take it to Brian. Brian's got to get a tag out. Brian's got to get out of this match. he had a hell of a hard series with Puck there, so he's got to get out of this match. Maybe try to get a tag over to Decker, who is now the freshest man in the ring. Decker has not been the only person in this contest that has not been involved as the legal man so far. Gene with a nice fisherman suplex, shades of Kurt Hennig here in the RWF tonight. Brian with a nice reversal there, taking it to his morning sickness partner, Gene, as we're going to see a cover. One. Oh, Brian had his ass all up in Gene's face. That was probably a little extra incentive for her to kick out of that maneuver. Oh, Brian going for that big carousel power bomb, hitting Gene and rolling out of it. He's still got to make a tag. We've got to get a fresh man in this ring. As Gene gets the hot tag in on L. Scott Roberto Shaw, Brian standing tall and swats away a drop kick like he was swatting away a fly. L. Scott Roberto Shaw has got the speed, but he definitely does not have the size as he gets his ass clotheslined out of that ring. Holy frijoles. Count out victories, by the way, will happen in this match. So if this happens in a count out, the team of Bags, well, actually whoever gets back into the ring will actually win this one. So this can end by count out. Referees count at 4 as Brian drags L. Scott Roberto Shaw. The count at 5. Referees count at 6 as L. Scott Roberto Shaw rallying back, throwing Brian into those steel steps. The count's at 7. And Brian will come back into the ring as the count hits 8. For a second there, I thought we were going to have ourselves a double count out, and what the hell are we going to do if that happens, ladies and gentlemen? L. Scott Roberto Shaw with a nice offensive flare on Brian, but Brian puts the stop to that with a nice huge clothesline. And it looks like Brian's setting up for that capital B. We can see the capital B right here. And we're seeing it, capital B, but he's really close to the ropes. 1, and we get a break on that count. That was a dangerous place to take that maneuver. As in the corner there, L. Scott Roberto Shaw was really close to the ropes. Puck makes sure that doesn't need to happen anyway as Puck came in for the break here. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, this is a 3-man tag team match to decide what matches we will have here on RWF television next week. This is setting up for our huge Elimination beer tent match at RWF Rocktoberfest, which will happen on October the 17th, where these 6 combatants will take part in that match. As L. Scott Roberto Shaw with a big kick to that face. The winning team here will move on to a triple threat winners bracket, where they will fight for the number 6 spot in the Elimination beer tent. As we hit the newsflash, L. Scott Roberto Shaw hits the newsflash 1, and Decker in with the break there. Decker, again, the only person in this match that has not been the legal man so far. Again, the winners of this 3-man tag team match will move on to the winners triple threat match next week, where they will be fighting for an opportunity to enter in the Elimination beer tent at number 6. Statistically, the best position in the Elimination beer tent. The losing team in this match will move on to the losers triple threat bracket, where they will be in a triple threat match to find out who comes in at number 1 and number 2. Statistically, the 2 worst positions in the Elimination beer tent. We're going to have to... And now finally Decker getting that tag and coming into this match as the legal man for the first time. So Decker, the freshest man in this ring right now, as he goes for a punch, but L. Scott Roberto Shaw was able to block him. How? I'm not sure. Decker is at least 3 times the size of L. Scott Roberto Shaw. And he's showing it too as he puts the tag to the RWF champion. What are we going to see here? A big-time pile driver leading into Bags, and Bags is going to hit him with a nice float-over suplex. L. Scott Roberto Shaw is in trouble and in the wrong corner. He's got to make a tag and get out of here. As L. Scott Roberto Shaw, again, the smallest combatant in this match, and he's amongst 3 of the biggest right now. And a big Looks like L. Scott Roberto Shaw may have gotten busted open by the turnbuckle, and L. Scott Roberto Shaw sees blood now, attacking the RWF champion as Gene tries to rally him back into this match. Did we see it? Was there a... I can't tell if maybe there was a blind tag. I don't think so. If there was a blind tag there, then Gene is playing possum right now. It doesn't appear that the ref saw it. Looked like Gene may have hit a blind tag, but the ref did not see it. Decker throwing L. Scott Roberto Shaw into the corner, and a big boot. That's enough to take the wind out of anybody, especially someone the size of L. Scott Roberto Shaw. And we get a fatty tumble into the corner. Fatty tumble. As L. Scott Roberto Shaw is in trouble. Are we going to see the road rage? Decker with a pin. 1, 2. And a kick out. 2 and a long 3/4, man. We almost had ourselves a winner in this match, as it looks like Decker might be setting up for that road rage. The Road Rage Stunner hit on L. Scott Roberto Shaw. The Road Rage Stunner has been hit. Decker's going to drag him more to the middle of the ring. Bryan and Bags got to play interference as we get a cover. 1, 2, and Gene breaks up the count. Just barely saving this match. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a hell of a match here tonight, and we still have one more match to go, as we still have an RWF Rock Foundation Championship match after this between Ringboy and Billy Doc Niles, as Decker hangs up L. Scott Roberto Shaw on the ropes there, and a nice big fist to the face and a huge clothesline. Shaw desperately trying to get that tag in on Gene. Puck is nowhere to be seen. Puck is on the outside of the ring, out of action right now. I don't even know if I can see him down here. Has anybody got eyes on Puck? As L. Scott Roberto Shaw comes out of this match, and Gene going to try her luck. Here we go. We got Puck down in the corner over here, incapacitated. Gene taking out some frustrations on Decker. Decker's got to get a tag. Decker's got to get out of this match. As Puck now finally crawls back into the ring, and Gene with a nice takedown there. Are we going to see the power outage? That's my question. Gene is setting up for the power outage here, ladies and gentlemen. Can she get it on the bigger man? Gene cinching in the power outage. Is Decker going to tap? Is Decker going to tap? If he taps, then we've got ourselves a winner. And he gets out of that maneuver, gets out of the power outage. That awful submission maneuver from Gene. Decker now dragging him back over to their corner. And a big kick to the back, but Gene powering through. A little Hulkamania action, a nice super kick there. Who is going to move on to the winner's bracket, the winner's triple threat match next week here on RWF Rockfest, and who's gonna move to the loser's bracket? As a big man moonsault as Decker comes off that middle ropes. What athleticism from the big man as he drops a huge elbow on Gene. Decker finally getting Gene into their corner. It looks like, did he get a tag? No, he's not. He's staying into this match. That is ill-advised as Gene comes out with a Uranagi out of the corner and a cover. 1. And Decker will kick out of that one. Bags coming in to play interference, but a little too late on that one. As the RWF champion back into the corner, and Decker is in trouble. He should have taken that tag when he had the chance. And Gene made him pay for it big with that Uranagi. Decker hammering down on Gene's arm, and then a knee to the face as Bryan looks like he's running interference over there, keeping the referee busy so Decker can maybe pull some shady maneuvers and get out of this match. Decker with Gene up on her little torture rack maneuver here, and Decker with that torture rack RKO. But now can he get back to his feet and get to his own corner? He's got to get a tag. He's got to get out of this match. Big time knee to the ass there. Little ground and pound action from Decker. Expelling a lot of energy in this match. I'm surprised he's not going for a tag here. He's got to get out of this match. He has been in this ring now for about 5 minutes, and it has been 5 minutes of punishment, literally, until just now, as Gene storming back into this match. Decker and Gene, quite a history between these two. They've been involved in ladder matches with one another. They've been involved in a steel cage match for the #1 contendership. As Gene, what strength from her, picking Decker up to the top rope there. Is she going to go for that top rope DDT? Yes, she is. Top rope DDT. That could be it right there. They're going to get a cover on Decker. 1, 2... and Bags in for the breakdown. Bags definitely had to get in there. Bags definitely, the RWF champion, does not want to be in the losers bracket. Again, the losers triple threat will decide who comes in at numbers 1 and 2. And you better believe Bags does not want to come in at number 1 or number 2 in the elimination. And we've got the road rage. The road rage, but the referee is down. The referee is down as Decker hits the road rage. Looks like he's going to go for a pin as the referee comes to his feet. And a 1, 2, and El Scott Roberto Shaw with the break there. Shaw picking up Bags. Looks like he's going for a power bomb, but Bags punches his way out of it, as it looks like now Brian coming into this match to take on his morning sickness partner, and Gene with a big knee to the face. Gene with a perfect suplex on the RWF champion Bags, and Bags rolls out of the ring. What's Gene doing here? Is Gene going to go for the power outage on Simpson? Gene is going for the power outage on Simpson. The power outage is cinched in. Simpson stretching. Can he make it to the ropes? Decker isn't coming to his rescue. What's going on with Decker? It looks so much for teamwork, ladies and gentlemen. Is Brian going to tap to the power outage? No. But boy, was he in that submission hold for a long, long time. Bags coming back into the ring and hammering Gene to the face, running a little interference, and that's going to give Brian an out. But he gets thrown into the corner anyway. Again, the winning team of this three-man tag match will move on next week to the winners triple threat bracket, where they'll have a triple threat match to see who comes in at number 6. As a big fist from Brian gets pushed aside from Gene. Gene throwing Brian into the corner. We have had a long match here, and we are far from over with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a Rock Foundation championship match after this, as Gene with a big rake of the eyes on Brian. Again, Rock Foundation championship after this will be on the line. Billy Doc Niles with an open challenge, and Ring Boy answers the call as Gene with a tornado DDT out of the corner and busts open Brian. Brian is busted open in the middle of the ring, trying to crawl back into his corner, gets a tag on Bags. Gene gets the tag as well to El Scott Roberto Shaw. Bags goes for missing 2 consecutive clotheslines, but third's the charm, as Bags now going to hit Midnight Metal. Looks like he was, what's happening here? Bags went for Midnight Metal, but it looks like Shaw got himself out of it. Shaw's going to hit the newsflash on Bags. The newsflash has been hit on Bags. 1, 2, and Decker comes in to break up the pinfall. Puck with a big takeover on Decker. Gene is incapacitated on the outside of the ring. Brian is incapacitated on the outside of the ring. We've got bodies laying all over as Brian and Bags and Puck now with an exchange. This is hardcore action we're facing here tonight on RWF Rock Fist, folks. As Bags with a big time drop kick on El Scott Roberto Shaw and that huge shooting star splash. Shaw, middle of the ring, cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Referee's count may have been a little bit slow there. Bags with a huge fist out of nowhere on Gene. Brian had the referee distracted in the opposite corner, and Bags just puts the screws to the boss lady. It's like a blind tag came in, and El Scott Roberto Shaw turning his attention on Brian, throwing Bags into his corner. And now turning his attention to Bryan from the morning sickness as Bryan plays possum and catches him with a big thigh to the side of the face. El Scott Roberto Shaw with a kick coming out of the corner. That nice little roll-up super kick. That's usually the precursor to the news splash, as Bryan gives him an elbow to get him out of the way. El Scott Roberto Shaw in the wrong corner over here. Bags finally coming to his senses and crawling over to his corner. Decker getting out of the way here. Shaw on the top rope, kind of teetering. We've seen this before. The capital B from the middle rope. Ladies and gentlemen, the capital B from the middle rope. Can Bryan crawl over and get that cover, though? Bryan muscling over for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow, what a match here, folks. My name is Pabst LaRue, and I cannot believe what we are seeing here tonight. 6 superstars putting it all on the line. All of this just to move on to 2 brackets, a winner's triple threat match and a loser's triple threat match, as Bryan with a big power bomb on El Scott Roberto Shaw. Shaw getting a hot tag over in the corner on Gene. And now we have Bryan and Gene from the morning sickness as Bryan ducks under a clothesline and hits her with a boot. Now we're going to get that carousel power bomb again. Carousel power bomb. Bryan mustering up his breath. He's wondering what the hell he's got to do to win this match. He is busted open and bloody. He has hit the capital B. He's hit the capital B from the middle rope. What does he got to do? We're going to get Yo Soy tap out. Yo Soy tap out in the middle of the ring is on Gene. Yo Soy tap out is cinched in. Punk and El Scott Roberto Shaw not coming to the rescue. Is Gene going to tap here from Yo Soy tap out? No. No. Bryan lets her up and he's going to get a cover now. 1, 2, and Gene will kick out. Bags leaning over on the corner, barely coherent. Decker looking pretty fresh over there. Bryan might want to get over and get a tag in on Decker as Gene hits a perfect fisherman suplex. 1, 2, and Bryan will kick out. Kick out. Gene with a nice Russian leg sweep on Bags. Picking Bryan back up. And a nice sidewalk slam. Bags crawling his way. Bags is just crawling around. It looks like he was trying to get back to his corner, but I don't think he knows which corner is his. As Gene with a big headbutt. Gene is dominating this match right now for her team of her, Puck, and El Scott Roberto Shaw. And Gene, the second smallest in this match. This could be it right here. It looks like Bryan's going to set up for that capital B one time. Is this going to be the one that does it? Bryan picking up Gene. Gene flipping out of the capital B. Flipping out of the maneuver again. Gene is a reverse machine right now. What is going to happen on RWF Rockfest tonight here, folks? Which one of these teams is going to move on to the winner's triple threat match, and which one will move on to the loser's triple threat match next week here on RWF television, as Gene with multiple headbutts to the already busted open head of her morning sickness partner Bryan. Puck barely hanging onto the ropes. Puck has taken a lot of damage in this match as well. These 6 superstars have put so much into this match. Gene with a reverse DDT on Bryan. Does she have enough energy does he have enough stamina to make a cover? She has been in this ring for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, as she drags her broadcast partner to the middle of the ring. Are we going to see another? No. Gene's turning him over. Gene's going to turn him over. She's going to put... The power outage has been put on Bryan. The power outage is cinched in on Bryan from the morning sickness. Is he going to tap out? The power outage is cinched in. What's going to happen here? Power outage. Bryan moaning and groaning, not giving up, and Gene's going to let him out. But what kind of damage has been done is the real question here. Looked like Gene got flung into Decker. Decker smartly moves out of the way, and Bryan hitting Gene with that drop kick. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on RWF Rockfest. Just a reminder, we still have another match after this, as Brian will tag in the RWF champion Bags, who you better believe wants to be in the winner's bracket, the winner's triple threat match. Brian with a couple of fingers for Jean, and they're not the friendly type. Jean playing a bit of possum there as she slings the legs over and gives him a nice little mini Hurricane Rana over into the corner. Jean has been in this match for a long time. How much stamina does she have left as Bags throws a judo throw on Jean? Is pride going to get the best of Jean in this match? She knows she has a lot to prove. Bags with a hell of a maneuver there, and he's getting a cover. 1, 2. And just a 2. Bags with a capture suplex, flinging Jean over. Jean kind of clipping the ropes a little bit. The capture suplex is usually the precursor to Midnight Metal. Is Bags going to pick up Jean and hit Midnight Metal? You better believe the RWF champion wants to be in the winner's triple threat match. He does not want to be in the loser's side of things, because the losers are fighting to see who ends up at positions number 1 and 2 in that Elimination beer tent match coming up at RWF Rocktoberfest, which will happen on October 17th. Bags stomping down on Jean's arm. Jean has been in this match for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Bags picking up Jean. He's a little close to the ropes, but he's going to hit Midnight Metal. Midnight Metal hit on Jean in the corner of the ring. Cover 1, 2. And Jean with a kick out. It was difficult to see. Did Jean kick out? The referee saying she did, but it's difficult to see. We had bodies in the way here. I couldn't see if Jean actually kicked out. The referee says so, so I got to believe we have to trust him. Bags and Jean are the legal men in this competition, as Bags going to get a tag in on Brian. Jean trying to get a tag in on one of her teammates, but Brian going to stop her from doing so. Big time reverse suplex over in the corner. Brian, what's he got in store here? He's thrown everything at everybody in this match. Brian definitely one of the MVPs of this 3-man tag match so far. Putting in Yo Soy tap out. Putting on the capital B. Delivering the capital B from the middle rope. Brian has a lot to prove here in the RWF. He's got a legitimate shot at that RWF championship against Bags. He has beat the RWF champion on 2 occasions recently. Albeit one of them was a count-out victory, but he did beat Bags at least semi-clean. There was a little bit of an interference from Ringboy in that match, but he did pin the RWF champion, so you better believe Brian's got some things to prove in this match. As Jean putting on the power outage one more time. Jean's got Brian in the power outage. Her broadcast partner, Brian, is in the power outage, and Brian's going to tap out. Brian's going to tap out. That means Jean, Punk, and El Scott Roberto Shaw, those 3 are going to move on to the winner's bracket, the winner's triple threat match. Next week on RWF television. That means next week on RWF Rockfest, Gene, Puck, and L. Scott Roberto Shaw will compete in a triple threat match. The winner will come into the Elimination beer tent at number 6. Statistically the best position in the Elimination beer tent. Brian, Bags, and Decker, on the other hand, will move on to the losers triple threat match. The losers triple threat match will decide who comes in at number 1 and number 2. Statistically, the worst positions in the Elimination beer tent match. Again, that Elimination beer tent match that we're talking about is coming up on October 17th for our special event, RWF Rocktoberfest. These 3 celebrating in the middle of the ring right now. The celebrations have got to stay short because they've got some serious competition coming their way on RWF TV next weekend. That's going to move us on to our main event here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, Pabst LaRue here is, I am out of breath, folks. But we have got ourselves another amazing match coming up. But I will remind you that the Rock Foundation Championship that is on the line right now is still also going to be defended at RWF Rocktoberfest, which comes up on October 17th. The question is Billy Doc Niles going to be able to continue to run the table on everybody that gets put his direction and face an opponent to be decided at a later date to see who he's going to be facing at RWF Rocktoberfest on October the 17th. But that was a hell of a three-man tag match. I'm still got my heart pounding from that. There was bodies laying all over the ring, people busted open and bloody. Next week here on RWF TV, just a reminder, there is going to be 2 triple threat matches, a winner's triple threat match and a loser's triple threat match. And then, of course, the continued defense of the RWF Rock Foundation Championship. The question is, who defends the Rock Foundation Championship next week? Will it be Ring Boy, or will Billy Doc Niles continue to carry that Rock Foundation Championship around his waist? Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the RWF Rock Foundation Championship. Making his way to the arena first, all dressed up in his Oktoberfest garb, and making his singles debut here in the RWF, it is the head honcho of Midwest Family Lacrosse, Ring Boy. Doing a little dance in his lederhosen, coming out to the ring. We didn't get to have any Oktoberfest action, so I guess we're celebrating a little Oktoberfest here tonight. We will have a little more Oktoberfest coming our way on October the 17th for our special event, RWF Rocktoberfest. This is his singles debut. As a matter of fact, it is his in-ring debut for Ring Boy. Now, Ring Boy did make his debut last week as he ran a little interference for Brian from the Morning Sickness, and that interference definitely played a role in Brian's victory over the RWF champion Bags last week. So we're seeing what he can do here. Billy Doc Niles was the one that kind of wrote his own check here. He put out an open challenge, and Ring Boy's like, hey, I'm the new kid in town. Let's see what you got for me. So I guess we will see tonight. That's going to bring out the big man, Billy Doc Niles, a.k.a. Mr. Fister from the Racing Report on 95.7 The Rock. Billy Doc Niles, so far the longest reigning Rock Foundation champion. He has held that Rock Foundation championship belt for, I want to say, 5 or 6 weeks now. He has defended it successfully each time he has been given an opportunity to do so, taking out opponents such as T-Bone. He's taken out Decker. He's taken out L. Scott Roberto Shaw on a couple of occasions. He's defended it in a ladder match. The RWF Rock Foundation Championship is by far and away the most difficult belt to defend because it has to be defended here on RWF television each and every week. So to hold that championship belt, you have to be a fighting champion. Is Ring Boy ready to take on that mantle? Well, we'll have that answer for you in just a little while here. If he can get past Billy Doc Niles, who definitely is not ready to definitely not ready to lose that Rock Foundation championship. Rock Foundation championship on the line. Regular singles match, pinfalls, submissions. Championship advantage is definitely still a thing. So if this ends in a count out or a disqualification, Billy Doc Niles will hold that title as Ring Boy raising a fist for everybody. Fresh in his wonderful lederhosen there. He looks pretty decent in that lederhosen. Billy Doc Niles doesn't seem too impressed by it, though. Holding that Rock Foundation championship proudly over his shoulder. Again, the longest reigning Rock Foundation champion here in the RWF. Mr. Fister holding that championship high. I say this week in and week out. Is this the last time that we see Billy Doc Niles hoisting that championship up high? And week after week, the answer is still no. Will it remain no for one more week? Referee showing Ring Boy what he's got on the line. Presenting the belt to the crowd. The Rock Foundation Championship is on the line. Effective now. Superstars getting their stretches in. And our referee's going to ring the bell, and we are underway here on RWF Rockfest. As looks like Billy Doc Niles is going to start things off with a nice neck suplex there. And a big kick to the face. Welcome to the RWF ring, boys, says Billy Dog Niles. Nice little driving DDT there in the middle of the ring. Wondering if that bald head of ring, boys, is I wonder if that bouncing off the mat provides less or more padding. I haven't decided yet. Looks like Ring Boy went for a big elbow there. Nothing doing as Ring Boy bouncing off the ropes and gets a big fist to the face. Excuse me, a big boot to the face. Although he might get a face, might get a fist to the face from Mr. Fister here. Well, I guess we'll find out. Again, this is Ring Boy's in-ring debut here at the RWF. Billy Dog Niles put out an open challenge. Ring Boy says, hey, I'm in for it. Let's do this. Those German clogs that Ring Boy has. That probably doesn't feel good taking a kick to the face from one of them. Billy Dog Niles definitely wants to stay away as he gets a nice little neck-wrenching suplex in. Billy Dog Niles over the last few weeks has proven himself to be a perfectly capable mat technician. He mostly came into the RWF as a striker. That big Mr. Fister that he is able to put on at a moment's notice has definitely been his strong suit, but he's been able to hold his own as a mat technician as well, definitely honing his craft here in the RWF, and he's had plenty of opportunities to do so, seeing as how he has held that Rock Foundation Championship for several weeks. Again, the longest reigning Rock Foundation champion. Maybe that could be a drinking game. Drink every time I say Rock Foundation champion. Drink as we get a cover here. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. As Ring Boy kicking out. That was the very first cover here we've had in this match so far. Ring Boy bringing to the table what he likes to call the Blatz Bomb. Not sure what a Blatz Bomb is, but it's Blatz, so it doesn't sound like it could be that great. Who knows? We might see it here tonight, but not if it keeps up like this. Billy Dog Niles has already hit that big senton, or that big wasteland senton combination. Now, like I said, honing that craft as a mat technician. Had Ring Boy's legs in a nice little maneuver there. Billy Dog Niles going to pick up Ring Boy. That lederhosen heavy and sweaty, man. That is very interesting choice for a ring attire. I think Ring Boy just trying to get into the spirit as we head our way into our upcoming event, RWF Rocktoberfest. I know we've already had Oktoberfest here in La Crosse, but Rocktoberfest coming up on October the 17th. Billy Dog Niles loading up. He's loaded up Mr. Fister. This could end right here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Fister! Is he too close to the ropes, though? Referee coming over for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Ring Boy kicking out of Mr. Fister. I wonder if he's seen / smelled that maneuver before. From what I've heard, you can smell it all the way up to the elbow. I'm just going by what I've seen on Facebook posts. Is Ring Boy finally mounting some offense in this match. This match, up until this point, has been virtually all Billy Dog Niles, the more experienced combatant in this match. The RWF Rock Foundation champion, Drink, has definitely been having a good showing here tonight. Ring Boy with a nice suplex. Head honcho of the entire building. Billy Dog Niles doesn't seem bothered by that. He's like, technically, I don't even work here, so you're not in my jurisdiction. Remember, championship advantage in this match as we see Billy Dog Niles teetering on the edge there. Championship advantage in this match. If this match is to end by disqualification or by countout, Billy Dog Niles retains the Rock Foundation Championship. Drink. Ring Boy kind of taking his time on the inside of the ring there, letting Billy Dog Niles deal with his injuries while Ring Boy kind of catches his breath a little bit. Remember, up until just about a minute ago, this match has been all Billy Dog Niles. Ring Boy measuring up Doc, and nice karate chop into the corner there. That was definitely an interesting maneuver. Backstabber from Ring Boy. Ring Boy with an impressive maneuver there, finally showing some offense. What's he going to do with it, though? Slamming that hand of Mr. Fister into the ring, definitely trying to take out the Mr. Fister, making it hurt to hit him. As it looks like Ring Boy's going to go for that Blatz Bomb. Ring Boy picking up Mr. Fister. And we've got a big Blatz Bomb, middle of the ring, cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we were about to see a new Rock Foundation champion drink tonight. Mr. Pfister's got to battle back into this match. Billy Doc Niles with a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Ring Boy showing that he definitely belongs here in the RWF. That was an excellent offensive flurry from him. He looks like he's got some ring rust to be worked out here, but Ring Boy has so far made a decent showing. He's taken a fair amount of damage, and he was able to put a big offensive flurry on Billy Doc Niles, even going as far as hitting his finishing maneuver, the Blatz Bomb. If he can do that again, we might see a new Rock Foundation champion. Drink. Big knee to the side of the face. That lederhosen carrying some weight with it. We're seeing a little dancing from Ring Boy. Ring Boy with a little dance maneuver. Heck, I might get in on this. Ring Boy bringing the flair to RWF Rock Fest. I'm not going to lie. I kind of enjoy it. As Ring Boy going to pick up Billy Doc Niles. That is a big man carrying an even bigger man. As he's going to hit Snake Eyes over in the corner on Billy Doc Niles. And a little mud hole stomping and jamming his knee into the side of his face. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Rock Foundation Championship, which is a belt that has to be defended here on RWF TV each and every week, including our next special event, which is going to be RWF Rocktoberfest on October the 17th. The question at this point is, who's going to be the one defending that title? Is Billy Doc Niles going to maintain here as he hits him with that big Wasteland Senton combo, and that has put some people out as well. Is it going to put out Ring Boy? 1, 2, and 3. Billy Doc Niles is on a roll, ladies and gentlemen, spoiling the debut of Ring Boy, and once again defending successfully that RWF Rock Foundation Championship. Ring Boy with a hell of a match, and looks like Ring Boy going to we're going to have a show of respect here. I like to see that here in the RWF. Hell of a show of respect between these two combatants as they put each other through hell. Billy Doc Niles and Ring Boy with one hell of a Rock Foundation Championship match here tonight. Who will Billy Doc Niles face next week? I guess we'll find out in the days to come. As a matter of fact, if you, the RWF Universe, want to answer that question for us, you can take care of that in the comments section below. Who should Billy Doc Niles face for the RWF Rock Foundation Championship? Drink next. Reminder, next week, folks, we will have not only that Rock Foundation Championship match, but 2 triple threat matches, a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. The winner's triple threat match, those guys, that's going to be Puck, Gene, and L. Scott Roberto Shaw. They will be facing each other to see who comes in at number 6 in the Elimination beer tent match. The loser's triple threat match will consist of Bags, the Rock Foundation champion, the RWF champion, Brian, and Decker. They are fighting to see who comes in at number 1 and number 2 in that Elimination beer tent match, which will happen at our next special event. Again, RWF Rocktoberfest. Clear your calendar for October the 17th. We will see you guys again next week. My name is Paps LaRue here for RWF Rock Fist. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us.